On this week's episode of BJ in the Morning, we had a hell of a time with Hell of a Summer. Welcome back to BJ in the Morning, your favorite Dirty Name podcast with even dirtier takes on movies, TV, and pop culture. My name's Brendan.
And I'm Juan.
And today, we are finishing up 2023 with Hell of a Summer.
Hell of a summer. Hell of a summer. Hell of a summer.
It was
hell of a summer.
It was a hell, to say the least.
Yeah.
But yes, today we are talking about 2023's Hell of a Summer, co-directed by Billy Brick and Finn Wolfhard, and co-written by Billy Brick and Finn Wolfhard.
Great.
Yeah.
So at this time, both of these guys are about 20 years old.
Yeah.
So Finn Wolfhard had his, breakthrough role with Stranger Things.
Right.
Then he was casted in It.
Right.
Did amazing. And he also did
The Ghostbusters movies.
Ghostbusters, which I feel like he wasn't in enough.
More so in the sequel.
Yeah. And then he does this.
Yeah.
This movie.
There's been other things, but yeah, this is a big deal.
I'm not going to lie. I was excited to watch it. The trailers for this movie looked fun and interesting. They made it feel like a true campy slasher. But unfortunately, that's not really what we got here.
Right.
So, without saying too much, because we're going to break it down, initial thoughts on this movie.
Well, my initial thoughts going into this episode right here, right now, was that people should go onto YouTube right now and hit subscribe if they want to see more of these kind of reviews. So if you're not on YouTube, you should go to our YouTube at
BJ in the Morning Podcast
and subscribe to watch the videos and comment and talk to us about it. And sometimes we do live streams, so that's cool. But also we post some things on Instagram at
BJ in the Morning _.
So make sure you're following us over there, and then make sure you're also subscribing, liking, commenting, following, hearting, plussing, whatever the verbiage is on your favorite podcast listening app, and dropping those 5-star reviews, because it helps the show grow. We want to keep growing. We got a lot of stuff planned, and we're excited to share it with you and your friends and everyone else in the world.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
That's why I said it. But my first thoughts about this movie was, so Finn Wolfhard made a movie because he's famous now. Which is part of the reason I probably didn't watch this movie until now. I don't remember any trailers. I don't remember hearing about this movie any more than Finn Wolfhard wrote and directed a horror movie, and it's winning all these best in show kind of things. And I just said, because he's already famous. That's why it's such a big deal.
But he wasn't an aspiring director or screenwriter.
He was.
Or was he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, his dream was to write and direct a movie. And I don't know, I feel like I should preface all of my things with that it is extremely difficult to make a movie. We've tried multiple times. We've gone further and further along, but unfortunately, it just never works out because A, we're not already famous, and B, movies is hard to make.
Right.
So it's like it's insane and like awesome that this movie even got made, because most movies never make it that far. So awesome, good for you. I'm not here to bash on the fact that you made a movie. I'm here to bash on the movie.
Right. Yeah.
Not giving anything away. Not giving anything away. But I did not watch this movie because it almost felt like a version of nepotism. You know, like Finn Wolfhard is one of the like biggest actors in the last couple years, right? Because of Stranger Things and and Ghostbusters and other things, right? He's just huge name. Everyone knows his name. So when we started talking about this movie and like getting into it, I was like, okay, it's going to be a horror movie. It's going to feel like Stranger Things because his whole life for the last 10 years has been Stranger Things. So I was expecting it to feel like Stranger Things. I was expecting it to be like a cheesy little horror movie, maybe reminiscent of Friday the 13th or something, you know? But I can tell you that it's not.
Yeah, I mean, this movie pushed heavily on the slasher part. Heavily. And you go in this movie thinking it's a slasher movie. It has very, 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 like, coming-of-age teen movie vibe with a sprinkle of slasher.
Yeah, when 90% of the kills take place off camera.
Yeah, but like a lot of their inspirations at writing this movie, from what I've read and heard, weren't any slasher movies. They were all coming of age movies.
I feel like it's hard to write a coming of age story when you're still coming of age.
Right. So this movie was very, very much geared towards Gen Z.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It has that Gen Z like humor.
Yeah, humor, editing style.
And it's definitely not
pacing.
over the top
Right.
Gen Z humor, but it's still there. Like college kid, Gen Z, all I want to do is be with girls and have sex and sorry.
No, you're good. You're fine. You're
It's
fine.
like that was the whole movie. Everybody just wanted to do it.
Yeah.
And everybody just wanted to, like, the Billy Brick's character, Bobby, all he wanted to do was find a girl, and
he wanted to be considered hot.
Yeah.
All
of the jokes that he had. Actually, let me back up a little bit. All of the jokes in this movie, all of them.
Yeah.
I did not laugh not one time.
I laughed once.
Which part?
We'll get to it when we break down the plot because it's a major plot point.
I remember watching this movie thinking to myself, I have not laughed not one time. Out of all these quirky little jokes they're trying to throw in there, it just wasn't funny to me.
Yeah.
And did they do a good job making this movie? Yeah. I mean, this movie was shot beautifully. It was pieced together fine.
Yeah.
The plot was okay. But the jokes weren't funny. The kids weren't funny. The kills weren't good. With 90% of them being off screen. Yeah. Now, I will say the 3 kills that we got on screen.
One of them was sick.
One
of them sucked. Don't say all of them were good because one of them sucked.
Which one?
The
ending?
No, the fucking spiritual girl.
Oh, right.
That one sucked.
I'm not even thinking about that one.
Yeah, but it's one of the ones that happen on screen.
That's 4 on-screen kills then. So I guess that one sucked, but 3 of the 4 on-screen kills were done just right. I think my favorite one is the one at the beginning with the lady. And she gets the knife to the back of the head. Took me by surprise.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot.
There's one later on with the axe. Mm-hmm. That one's fine.
I like that one too.
But the poster of this movie also heavily shows the axe wielding killer, and there's only one kill with the axe.
Yeah.
But before we talk about the entire movie, let's go over some details about the movie. Okay. So, Hell of a Summer came out in 2023 because that's what we're doing right now. This is a movie we haven't seen from 2023. A cool hour 28-minute runtime, dude. I'm so glad it wasn't any longer.
It felt like it was way longer.
When I watched this movie, I fell asleep. I tried really hard to not fall asleep. And I remember I told you that I was watching it. And then I realized when I had fallen asleep, there was still 30 minutes left. And I said, there's no way there's 30 minutes left. Because nothing has happened. I thought I was 30 minutes in. No, nothing had happened at an hour mark. Ridiculous. Anyways, this movie, top cast, we have Adam Pally as John and Rosebud Baker as Kathy. We have Fred Heschinger, who plays Jason. Nail on the head with that name. He's the main character that we follow through the movie. We also have Billy Brick, who plays Bobby. Finn Wolfhard plays Chris. Abby Quinn as Claire. Those are the main people in this, basically, right? Written and directed, I already said, Billy Brick and Finn Wolfhard. Also, crazy names for these kids these days. Billy Brick and Finn Wolfhard. They sound like action heroes, man.
Yep.
User reviews on IMDb. Are you ready for this? 5.3. Metascore out of 100, 57. Little rough. Let's see some featured reviews here. You ready? 5 out of 10. Hell of a Summer wants to be Scream meets Sleepaway Camp, but ends up feeling like the pilot of a slasher show too scared to kill off its cast. That's a 5 out of 10 review. 4 out of 10. Just a mediocre comedy film. The plot of the film is messy and uninspired. Most of the humor in the movie fell flat to me and doesn't balance comedy and horror much at all. The story could have been told in 30 minutes if you cut out all the random running scenes where they go pretty much nowhere. The villain's costume was cool and some of the kills delivered, but most of it was a canoe to nowhere. I still have to give credit to Finn for directing a theatrical release film at 22 years old, but I just hope to see him evolve as a filmmaker and try on some different hats when it comes to storytelling. 3 out of 10. Is it horror? No, not even remotely. Slasher? Nope. Deaths are mild and most of the time off screen. Maybe it's funny? Fail. Dialogue and jokes were cheesy and amateurish. Even the characters were unlikable. No personality, character development, or growth. It was just bad all over. I was hoping for at least a funny slasher, but again, deaths were off screen and lacked creativity, and while the music was good, it made no sense. It had an 80s retro sound, but the movie took place in modern times since they all turn in their cell phones. Nothing about this movie was good. It made zero sense and had a cliche plot twist that's been done 100 times before. Now, let's move over to my favorite part of user reviews, and that is
Letterboxd.
Let's check out some reviews. If it'll let me. There we go. It's letting me. Don't worry. This is a 3-star. Hate to see a film guy with a nut allergy lose. This one's 3.5 stars. MILF. Man, I love Finn Wolfhard.
What?
Yeah. Man, I love Finn Wolfhard.
I see.
4 stars. The kids will be all right if they keep making stupid shit like this. 2 stars. How the hell are you going to have that many off-screen deaths in a rated R slasher movie?
Yep.
3.5 stars. I don't necessarily mean this insultingly, but I can tell Finn Wolfhard co-wrote this. No woman sees a man taking gender studies as a sign that he's boyfriend material.
Right.
Gosh, there's so many good ones. Mostly
he's taking
bland,
gender studies.
Mostly bland and boring with a few kind of funny line reads here or there. Bobby, you're the true hero of this story. If you're going to make a slasher, actually make a slasher. These have all been 3-star reviews. That's it. That's where we're at with these reviews here.
I was gonna say it's surprising that a lot of people agree with us because, every time you read the reviews, we give our reviews first, and I don't know what's coming when you read the reviews to me. So I want to say it's like surprising, but at the same time, it's not. Like I feel like
because we watched the movie,
I'm on the right
the wavelength.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
You're connecting with the hive mind.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Hey,
I insist.
You insist.
I insist.
You insist.
I spoke already.
Speak.
I spoke already.
Speak. Book. I think it's time to break down this plot. This is a newer movie, so this is where spoilers are really going to start. We spoiled some things a little bit here or there, but like we're going through the plot of this movie from here
this
to
movie's
the end.
already 3 years old.
Yeah, but it's still relatively new. So if you want to watch the movie, now's the time to stop the episode, go watch the movie, come back. I'm talking specifically to Tara right now.
Okay.
Go watch the movie, then come back, then listen to the rest of the episode, then comment down below and let us know if you agree with what we're saying.
Okay.
Even though if you made it this far, you already know we didn't like this movie.
Okay.
But also, skip to the end if you want to see us spin the wheel for the next year. Okay, so we start this movie out. Basically, you have the pre-title kills of the camp counselors. We know they're dead.
Yep.
I hated this scene.
Okay.
I didn't think they had chemistry whatsoever. I was annoyed by it. I had to rewind it because I wasn't really paying attention to what they were saying. And I wish I didn't rewind it because I still don't know what they were saying. They were chilling at the camp before the camp counselors come. They get killed.
Yep.
Done. Okay.
Somehow, within minutes, he got a guitar neck shoved down his throat.
Yeah, and when you find out who the killer is, you're like, how did they pull that off?
Yeah.
But then we meet Jason. He is a 24-year-old camp counselor returning to summer camp, even though he told everyone last year he wasn't coming back.
Right.
So this already tells you everything you need to know about who Jason is as a person.
Lonely.
Milady.
He
shows up thinking...
Yes, kitten, I came back for camp for you, kitten.
So he shows up thinking that the biggest issue he's going to have is that he's feeling old next to the rest of the staff.
And he's 24.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's
I want to know how old Claire is.
He's 24.
How old's Claire?
Claire's the popular girl?
No, the one that hit the...
Oh, right. Well, she's younger than him. She's younger than 24.
You watch yourself, Jason.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
But surprise, there's already a mass killer on the property picking people off. We know this because we saw it before the title sequence. But everyone here knows each other. They all know each other, right? Even though they act like this Mike guy is new. Or is he new?
I don't know.
They act like he's new, but they know him, but he's new. Like throughout the whole thing, it's like, I don't know. It's kind of weird. I don't know how to describe it. So instead of awkward icebreakers, everyone's got to be worried about this mass killer, but make it awkward because this whole movie is pretty awkward. All the dialogue. Then we're going to set up the classic slasher tropes, right? So they're doing the fun and games part of this movie where everyone's like, Jason's going around saying hi to everyone. Everyone's kind of treating him like shit. They're all drinking. They're all smoking. They're having fun before everybody else shows up. They're going swimming. They're shooting bow and arrow. They turn in their cell phones because you can't have a horror movie in 2026 with cell phones around because you just call the cops. Done. This is the biggest thing in horror these days is none of this shit would happen if you had a cell phone. Figure something better out. Yeah. Seriously. So everyone's split up around camp because horror movie characters have never met basic decision making. They always split up, right? So in our groups of people, we have the social media personalities, right? That's new guy Mike, who might not be new, and Demi. Right, they're like the hottest of the hot in this group, apparently. Right. You have relationship drama. You have exes who are forced together somehow, right? And then people who absolutely are going to be the first to die. And by that, I mean, every one of these fucking people in this movie should be the first to die, because I hate every single fucking character in this movie. There is not a single likable person other than Jason. And I barely like him. I barely like him.
Yeah.
I just did not want him to die.
Right.
I wanted everyone else to die.
I didn't mind Claire.
She's kind of just, if we were still giving out awards, she's a table lamp for most of the movie. She doesn't need to be there. Like, she's really boring until the very end.
Yeah.
And then it's like, that could have been anybody.
But I mean, like, as far as like the tone of this whole movie, where
she's the nicest one to
they're
him.
making sex jokes, and not jokes, but like they're all they're thinking about is sex and drinking and partying, and
she's not.
Yeah,
but she is, because they have that weird interaction where they're talking about how she was seeing someone, and then there's the one later where they go to make out point, and it's weird, right? The awkward. And then the bow and arrow scene where they're like ghosting each other, and I don't mean ghosting like forgetting each other, like the movie Ghost, we're like, let me put my hands around you. Yeah. But like that scene right there, you automatically know that she is into him.
Yeah.
And he doesn't know, but he's obviously in love with her. It's obvious, right? But everyone's trying to sleep with everyone except those two.
Right.
Like, they get shit on the entire movie by everyone else in this movie. But then let's fast forward a little bit. Jason finds the first body. Who is it?
Demi.
And no one believes him.
Hey there, friends. I'm Eric.
Sup, I'm Malcolm.
And I'm Jacob.
And we are the Geeksplain Book Club. Join us each week as we dig in and discuss your favorite comic stories, issue by issue, volume by volume, in long form.
Each season, we cover a new run from start to finish, for better or for worse.
Here's a few of the iconic runs that we've covered so far. Grant Morrison's Batman.
Whoa.
Brian Michael Bendis' Ultimate Spider-Man.
Woof.
Kirkman, Walker, and Otley's Invincible. You've probably seen that cartoon. We talked about the whole book and many more.
Yeah, check us out wherever you catch your pods, like the Spotify, the Cloud Sound, whatever you want. We have a huge backlog of sensational sessions for you to listen to.
And we drop new episodes every single Friday. So be there or be square, not a circle.
Maybe a little bit of a circle.
But her kill is the only off-screen kill that I was okay with, because it's kind of like establishing, like,
after the before title kill, the next kill is usually an off-screen kill, because it's the one that you find the body,
and then you don't see the killer quite yet.
Yeah,
you know what I
like,
mean?
When I wrote Rager, that was how the first kill went. Like, it happened off-screen, and everyone stumbles upon the body,
right,
of him hanging from the tree. In my movie, different. But it's like a trope. It is a cliche. It happens in most of the movies, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's just how it works. But I do think after they find this body is when you start really... Let's go back a little bit. There's some other characters we should probably discuss. Other people in this movie. Because I said I hated everyone. I hate everyone. You got Bobby. Whose best friend is Chris.
Yeah.
They show up in Daddy's car.
Yeah.
And they're acting like hot shit. And these kids would definitely be picked on in any other horror movie. They would be the nerdy kids. They are like...
But in this movie, they're the cool kids.
Because 21 Jump Street told us the nerds are now the cool kids and the cool kids are now the nerds. But like... They pull up and they remind me of when in Revenge of the Nerds are trying to act cool. At the end of the movie, you know? That's how it reminded me. The way that they talk, they do seem like friends, but they Chris shit talks Bobby all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And this movie, the entire time, sets up Bobby to be the killer. And he should be the killer.
Mm-hmm.
The entire movie, they are centering it, making you think, because everyone shits on him, that he's the killer.
Right.
Spoiler alert, he's not the killer. But I think Chris is a tool bag. But also, I think he's forcing a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think he's in that awkward teen stage where you're trying to figure out what cool is, but you have no fucking clue what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So you think you're being cool, but you're actually being annoying as fuck.
Right.
Then you have Mike, who has this one story he keeps telling over and over about how he punched a cop, and everyone thinks he's so badass. I would have punched him in the face.
Everybody is so like, oh my God, Mike.
Mike,
oh
you
my
punched a
God, you're
cop?
so cool, Mike. But he's not.
He's not at all. He's a poser.
And then you got Demi, who's a social media influencer.
Yeah.
Who was like, all right.
She wants to be famous. Cool.
Pretty classic social media influencer vibe for the movie.
Where I would not want to be in a room with them. Then you have Shannon. What does she do? Except flirt with Chris. But then it all goes back. I don't know. I don't really remember her in the movie except for her and Finn Wolfhard talking to each other.
Yeah.
And he's all obsessed with her.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got Ezra, who's the theater nerd, who is the most pretentious motherfucker I've ever seen in a movie. Like,
yeah. And fucking rude.
he is like exceptionally rude. He reminds me of all the rich people in the movie or in the show You.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that season?
Mm-hmm.
Eat the Rich.
What season is that?
It's like 3 or 4 or something.
I saw 3, not 4.
4's the last one. Anyways, we're not talking about that one. Then we have Miley, and I don't remember Miley very much. Do you?
No, she's a vegan.
The vegan. That's it. Then you have Noelle, the crystal dark chick. Again, stereotype.
The clairvoyant.
Clairvoyant, yeah. But I want to talk about one fucking kid in this fucking movie so much because I hated everything that this person was. And that's Ari, the read my script. It's the best thing that's ever happened. Oh my God. I just wanted you guys to read my script. I just want to be a filmmaker. Blah, 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 blah. I immediately was like, kill this fucking person right now. They should be dead. No one, and I mean this, like if someone acted like that around me, dude, I would leave. I'd be gone. I would never come back. And I was like, this is how, like, it reminded me so much of people we knew in high school. I don't want to name names. But like, this is my shit and it's the best shit and you can't touch this shit. And like, whatever I do is going to be better than whatever you do kind of fucking mentality. And I hated this guy. I hated him so much. He's the worst character in this movie. And that's saying a lot because you have Bobby, whose whole mentality is get fucking laid.
Yeah.
I hate people like that too. But again, I did not like a single person in this movie. Everyone's character sucks. They are all terrible people.
Yeah.
I can't think of one redeeming thing for anyone. I don't know what you're laughing at right now, but let's keep going.
Right.
Rant over. Let me take up 10 minutes of our time right now. So he finds the body. Jason finds the body. Demi tries to convince everyone that the body's in there. They're like, haha, very funny, blah, blah, blah. Like, we don't believe you.
He runs back to the rec room where everyone's hanging out. They show him running across the camp.
Screaming
At the top of his lungs.
I laughed.
You laughed?
I laughed. It was funny, and then it wasn't funny, and then it was funny again, and that got me.
I think like him getting to the rec room and everyone's like, okay, yeah, we don't believe you. That annoyed the fuck out of me. I'm like, somebody is dead.
Yeah.
Somebody is dead.
And then he takes them to the room.
And the body's gone.
She's gone. But there's blood everywhere. And they all start freaking out.
And the clairvoyant sniffs the blood and says, "Yep, it's her.
Yeah.
It's her."
Yep. Which, in that moment, I go, she's the killer. Or at least in on it.
I didn't think that. I thought, hey, maybe she is.
Oh, yeah?
Maybe she is.
Maybe she is.
Maybe she does have those abilities.
She's got the shine.
Well, we'll get to her later.
Yeah. Okay.
Later.
So then they all go back to the rec room. And they all start blaming Jason. Mm-hmm. And they pin it all on Jason. Mm-hmm. Everyone says he's the fucking killer because he's creepy. And everyone's like, yeah, he is kind of creepy.
Well, we are... Okay, so take a step back. Okay. So Claire, the clairvoyant.
No,
right?
No.
Who's the clairvoyant? What's her name? Abby? Noelle. She's the one that sniffs the blood and says... I know we'll talk about it later, but I guess we're there already. They're waiting around, waiting for people to come back, right? Mm-hmm. They find Millie's head in a fridge.
Yeah.
Then they run away. Mm-hmm. They all split up.
Yeah.
Jason comes back.
Yeah.
I thought they were behind me. Well, they weren't. They weren't.
Yeah.
So then they just wait around for what they make feel like hours.
Yeah, but it's like 15 minutes maybe.
And nobody comes back. Mm-hmm. Noelle says, I have a solution, and she pulls out a Ouija board.
I don't remember this at all.
You don't?
Nope.
So she pulls out a Ouija board. Mm-hmm. They all coming in the circle, and obviously there's like stupid little jokes here and there, and Bobby goes, oh, I'll only do it if I sit between two girls.
I don't remember this at all.
Not funny at all. Not funny at all. Either way, they're doing the Ouija board.
Maybe I fell asleep right here.
And Noelle starts talking to spirits. Mm-hmm. And she goes, oh, what's the actor's name? The actor, the theater person.
It's like Douche Canoe Ezra.
Douche Canoe?
Yeah.
Ezra. Oh, it's Ezra. So we think he's dead.
Yeah.
We didn't see him die. Mm-hmm. We think he's dead. Mm-hmm. And she goes, who killed you? And and they do this whole thing. And they spell out, I don't even know, but the acronym, IDEK. Mm-hmm. And he's like, he doesn't even know. He doesn't even know. And then who walks into the room? Ezra. Mm-hmm. So at this point...
So that didn't matter.
It didn't matter. None of that mattered.
It didn't matter at all.
But they are revealing that this girl is faking it, right? Mm-hmm. Which, okay, cool. But I think this story would have been better if she wasn't faking it. Uh-huh. You know what I mean? Like, it would have made the story slightly more interesting if they had a slightly upper hand in the story.
Yeah.
But Ezra's the one that comes in and convinces everybody that Jason is the killer.
And see, I remember that, but I don't remember the Ouija board at all.
Really?
At all. I saw it like pop up in a trailer when I was like pulling up all the details, and I was like, when did that happen?
Yeah.
Yeah, that tells you about this movie. So they all pin it on him. Uh-huh. And everyone's screaming and yelling and like fighting and arguing and saying like, well, he's always been kind of creepy and he wasn't even supposed to come back this year and he's an old motherfucker. So
24 years old.
This movie's
by the way.
anti being over the age of 18. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I guess they might be in their 20s, like 21.
Well, at least 18 or older, because like they all went to the summer camp, and then when they got too old to go to summer camp, they became counselors. Right. They did kind of establish that at the beginning. So
they tie Jason up, and he's like screaming and yelling like he's not the killer, he didn't do it, and it cuts mid-sentence to him being gagged. That made me laugh.
Okay.
Like just the quick, like loud to him being gagged made me laugh. Mm-hmm. That was the last time I laughed in this movie.
But then they plan on torturing this guy.
Yeah, they go complete psycho. All of them. Like there's not a sane person in this movie.
If he doesn't talk soon, I'm gonna torture him. But he's gagged.
Yeah. And they all leave to get things to torture him with and leave him with Bobby. Claire freaks out though before then, right? And she's like, I can't believe you guys are doing this. And she leaves, right? She doesn't want any part of it because she knows she can't outsmart them or overpower all of them. But then Bobby's just sitting there not yelling, but like talking to tied up, gagged Jason. Like, are you just killing hot people?
Well, they think they figured it out, right? So they're like,
they're so vain
and so like they figured it out and nothing else could be a possibility.
Fucking kids.
So Jason's the killer and he's killing all the hot people.
Yeah. And Bobby's pissed that he's alive.
Yeah, he's like, I'm almost offended.
Yeah.
I'm actually offended because you don't think that I'm hot.
And like, if this movie was smarter in any way, it would be really funny. And if he turned out to be the killer, that scene would have been infinitely funnier.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I would have loved if he was the killer and the reveal is then when he's left alone with him and he kills Jason. Nope. Because neither one of them's the killer.
Right.
Right?
Spoiler.
Oops. That's 2 of the 12 people in this movie that aren't the killer. So this movie is definitely like playing with all the tropes of slasher movies, like splitting up, being overconfident, not having any awareness of what the hell is going on around you whatsoever. So it's poking fun at the genre of slasher movies. But it does all the same things. So it's like Friday the 13th wannabe, but if all the counselors had like a phone addiction and anxiety.
Yeah.
So Claire comes back, knocks out Bobby, releases Jason, and they run off into the woods.
At the same time, we see Noelle get stabbed in the back.
And she just says, about time.
Yeah. Finally.
Yeah.
Huh? Because she wants to go be with the spirits that she hangs out with.
I've never met a person like that in my life. So she was the most fake person to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But we've already revealed that she's faking it. So like she's by herself in this room. Why is she going to be like that?
Again, if she was in on it, it would make more sense. But then again, that's one of the only kills we get on camera, like on-screen kill. The on-screen kills matter.
She just got stabbed in the back.
And now she's dead.
And they were going to smash her face in for whatever reason?
I don't know.
And then they reveal that there's 2 killers.
2 killers.
2 masked men.
People.
2
masked peoples. Wow. Jason and Claire are running through the woods, kind of flirty, but also scared, but also whatever. And now everyone comes back to the room and realizes Jason's gone. And they're like,
What happened?
What happened? Oh, actually, another part that almost made me laugh, and I mean almost. When they left to get torture weapons, they're like, does anyone want anything? Any water or anything? Finn Wolfhard. He's like, anyone want water or anything? He's like, Jason, nothing? Cool, fuck you. But then they're coming back and he's got a tray of a bunch of glasses of water. And he sees Jason and Claire running off and he throws it. And he says, fine, stay dehydrated. And I was like, so close. It's almost so good.
Yeah.
The delivery was just off. But then after that, he says, I'm sorry, guys, I'll get more. Almost got it for me. I was like, yep, that's good. That's good comedy. But I did not laugh. I'm sorry, Finn. You tried your best, bud. And again, I know it was probably not easy.
It's funny talking about it.
And it'd be funny if it was just a little bit better.
Yeah.
Not even like a whole lot better. Just a little. Could I write better? I don't fucking know.
Right.
I don't write comedy very much.
I think up until this point, the whole movie, though, kind of took us out of anything that might have been actually funny.
Yeah. Because it really lays into these people, like who they are as people, and they're not going to change. No one's changing in this movie except Jason.
Right. He doesn't.
He's not the killer. So him and Claire running through the woods, doing their flirty banter back and forth, whatever. Everyone comes back to the room. And Finn goes into another room and sees two people making out.
Mm-hmm.
Who are those people?
Mike and Demi.
Who we thought, before this moment,
were dead.
Immediately, they're the killers.
Yes.
That's it.
But the group doesn't think so. They're still convinced that Jason is the killer, and they're like, oh,
you escaped.
You guys are alive? Oh my God.
Yeah, they're all just perfectly accepting of the fact that these two people were dead 10 minutes ago in their brains, but now they're alive together.
And they're happy about it. But then we get the full reveal that the two of them are the killers. Because they have this bickering fight about... Well, they revealed it right at the front. They're making out. He walks in. He goes to grab a knife.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying.
And then he goes, you guys are alive. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
And then he puts the knife down.
Yeah. And then the whole plan of theirs is revealed that they wanted to be... She wanted to be a serial killer so she could be famous.
Mm-hmm. Then he's like, well, I don't really want to like go to jail or whatever. And she's like, okay, fine. We'll be the survivors of a serial killer.
So now their plan...
Now that Jason is...
Because they all think... Everyone else still thinks Jason's the killer. They are the killers. So now their goal, their plan has evolved into they need to kill everybody and frame Jason. So now they're going to kill everyone. So Ezra... gets fucking axed in the head on screen. Mm-hmm. Good job.
Great. Good kill.
Good kill.
Good kill, guys.
It was on stage.
Uh-huh.
It was great. It was a good kill. I liked that one.
Yeah.
It was kind of out of nowhere. Like, it was a shock. It didn't scare me or anything like that, but it was like
okay.
It was like oh shit. You know, like that, because you finally got a bloody kill on camera.
Mm-hmm.
Good job.
Great.
Liked it. Who else died? Other people have died, right?
Ari died.
I don't remember his kill.
They did the peanut butter thing.
The peanut butter thing, yeah. Because
he's allergic to peanuts.
Oh, God. So, yeah, they gave him peanut butter.
Another off-screen kill.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he got stabbed with the peanut butter.
Because it was on a knife, right?
Yeah,
it was stupid. It was honestly stupid. Mm-hmm. So a couple more people have died. Whatever. The film comes to an end with Jason running in and seeing them two alive now. And that's when he realizes they're the killers. Mm-hmm. They're trying to kill him. They tell their whole plan to him like any other horror movie would. And Claire comes in while he's got a knife to her throat.
Well, the killers have to split up at this point.
Yeah, right. Because that's how it happens, right? Mm-hmm. So Demi is fighting with Bobby.
Demi is fighting with Jason.
And Mike is fighting
with Bobby.
And they're fighting back and forth, and it ends up Bobby gets stabbed with a pocket knife, and then he kills Mike, right? And now he's crying and screaming because he's bleeding and dying.
This scene made me hate the movie. Like if the whole movie was decent,
yeah,
this scene made me hate the movie. Mm-hmm. This scene made me like throw in the gloves and be like, I'm actually kind of done with this movie. When Mike is like talking to Bobby and like talking about his motive and all that,
he gets off.
And then he says, do you know how good P-word feels?
You could say it.
You know how good pussy feels when after you kill somebody?
Yeah. Which, like, I don't get it, but, like, there's a lot of serial killers' motives, like, in the real world, is that. But I don't want that in a movie.
In a slasher.
Yeah, like, because it made it gross.
Yeah.
It made it really gross.
I'm like, is that the only reason why you're killing people?
But I do like Bobby's response to that, which was like, I could be your third. And then he said, I'm lying. And he fucking stabs him. Mm-hmm. I'm like, cool. Get it. Whatever. But I literally don't care.
He used Mike's story against him, essentially.
Which is great because Mike's stories fucking blow. Like, all of it sucks. I'm glad he's dead. But then Demi's fighting, or she's got fucking Jason knife to the throat, and Claire comes in holding a bow and arrow, which at the beginning, Jason's teaching her the bow and arrow thing, and he says, you got to push and push forward. Don't pull back, push forward. And he repeats that line now and shoots her in the head, but it doesn't kill her.
In the eye.
Yeah, but she's still alive, right? Because you gotta have the second jump scare when you think the killer's dead, but they're not actually
and
dead.
they're like, yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah.
Yeah. And then they're done. Then the movie's over. Everyone else is alive.
The fact that there's 5 people that survived this movie pisses me off.
Yeah. It should have been 2. It should have been Jason and like,
but like,
I don't want to say Claire because that would have been too good. But like Jason and Bobby.
What was Chris and the other girl doing this whole time?
I don't know.
Nothing.
They were watching.
Why did they survive?
They were cucking.
It's just like 5 people survived this movie.
Yeah.
That feels like almost everybody just came out of here alive. Almost.
Yeah.
Because 2 people died at the beginning. They weren't dead at all.
Yeah.
Then you got
Noelle,
Millie, Noelle, Ari, and
Ezra.
That's 4 people.
And then the 2 killers.
And the 2 killers.
So 6 people.
And then the 2 people at the beginning. That's 9 people total getting killed.
And left over at the end, you have Shannon, Jason, Claire, Chris, Bobby. Anyone else?
That's it.
That's it.
That's too many survivors.
I do agree with you. I think it's way too many. The movie had too many people to begin with, and multiple people should have died earlier on and been dead the whole time. I think the reveal of Demi and Mike as the killers and their motive behind it all was stupid as fuck. It made no sense. I did not feel satisfied learning who the killers were. When he opened that door and they were there, I was like, well, I don't even know. I wasn't shocked. I wasn't impressed. I wasn't like, oh shit, whatsoever. Nothing. I felt nothing.
If they didn't change a single thing, as far as who the killers are or whatever, they should have killed Chris in that moment.
Yeah.
I think that would have added a little more like intensity. Finding out that they're the killers and they're just so savage. He walks into the room and boom.
Yeah, and then it would have made Bobby's hero arc better because he was avenging his best friend.
Right.
Because right now his heroic arc was that he has a 2-inch wound in his stomach. And he found out that Mike had a weird fetish.
Yeah.
And they burned the camp down.
It's almost like they were too scared to kill their own characters off.
Yeah, it's like Stranger Things.
Yeah.
You can tell that Finn Wolfhard learned a lot from the Duffers. Because they didn't kill anyone off. I do think that in a more perfect movie, in a better movie, in even a more decent movie, that Bobby being the killer would have been more impressive. Because I feel like he had more motive because everyone was kind of shitty to him.
Or even Jason being the actual killer.
I think Jason would have been the best scapegoat. Like, we all thought he was the killer for most of the time. So did all of them, right? It made the most sense, which is why it made sense that he's not.
Yeah.
But I still think that it should have just been like him as the final girl of the movie, you know? But I don't know. I hated every single character in this movie to an extent. And I'm kind of pissed that more of them didn't die. It's not looking good, Mr. Wolfhard.
Shall we just get into the reviews?
Yeah, I think we
Right
should.
now?
So, Juan, how are you feeling about this movie? I feel like we've said a lot of negative things. Mm-hmm. Do you have any positives? Because I feel like this movie is like, if you're feeling too old for social media, you're not gonna like it. Mm-hmm. If you want to watch people ignore obvious signs of danger, you're gonna get that here. But I think this movie struggled to like find a voice overall.
I think Finn Wolfhard and Billy
Brick
made a movie with potential.
Yeah.
I think where this movie fell really flat was with the writing and the dialogue and the motives. It was shot very nicely.
Yeah, no, it looked great. The direction's great.
Some of like we said, the on-screen kills were put together very nicely. But that is unfortunately not enough.
Right.
I think if they do make another movie, that they hopefully learn from their mistakes, which I don't really know if they think they did anything wrong with this movie.
I would, and like my thing is, I've said it a couple times. It's not easy to make a movie. It takes a lot of work, a lot of dedication, and like the fact that at 22 years old they wrote and directed a feature-length film is amazing.
Yes,
good job.
I don't disagree with that, but I would rather watch an ugly film with a good story, than watch a very pretty, very beautifully shot film with a bad story.
Right.
This is also another reason why people like some of these older classic movies, because like, back then they didn't have the technology to make these beautiful shots, or when you're filming on film, it doesn't come off 4K HD, you know? And it doesn't look the prettiest, but the story is there. The writing is there. And
it's not there for this.
It's not there for this movie at all.
Yeah,
at all.
I think though there are definitely worse movies out there. I don't think that this film's marketing did it justice, because it is a comedy more so than it is a slasher. It is definitely. This movie made me feel old. Like I don't get the humor most of the time. I felt like it was always cringy. I don't know how someone from a younger generation would feel about all the humor in this. But as someone who has been alive for 33, almost 34 years, it felt cringy most of the time. It wasn't that funny. It definitely felt like it was paced like TikToks, like it was very fast all the time. Everything's happening all the time. But this being their first movie that they wrote and directed is a good sign. And I think whatever they do next, they should learn from whatever held them back and whatever didn't work and whatever people are saying about this movie. I don't mean it from a place of like hate or anger or I'm better than you. It is literally like I enjoyed moments, but there were so little moments that I enjoyed. The things that I did enjoy, like you said, it looked beautiful. The sets were like, the setting was great, and the camera movement and the editing were great. That last shot where it's like the silhouette of Claire and Jason sitting in front of the lake and it's all beautiful sunrise was amazing. But the dialogue was not my favorite. The writing and like the way the killers were written, and it all seemed forced, like there might have been different drafts that kind of melded together, and it just didn't work for me. I never want to watch this movie again.
No.
I am going to stand by my score, which I did change. It was a little higher, but upon thinking about it more, I have dropped it. Are you ready for my score? 3.75. I dropped it from a 4 because the more I thought of the killer reveal, the less I liked anything about it. And I dropped it again when I thought more of Ari. Because fuck that guy.
Right. Yeah, I gave it a 3.
A 3?
Yeah.
All right.
I was torn between giving it a 3.5. The fact that I will never watch this movie ever again, and the fact that even the parts that were somewhat funny, still didn't laugh.
Yeah.
I feel like that was the point of this movie, was to be funny, and it wasn't funny to me.
Yeah.
And it being a pretty movie, it being a good try is not enough for me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm going 3.
All right, dude. So that has been our review and recap of
2023?
Hell of a summer.
Hell of a summer.
Hell of a summer. And 2023 comes to an end for this round. So now it is time, if you've made it all the way to this part of the episode, we are going to spin the wheel to figure out what the next batch of movies are going to be, okay? So,
okay.
Brandon, I hit the wrong thing.
Brandon.
What year are you hoping for, man?
I'm going 95.
95?
95.
I would like to go back to the 90s or early 2000s, so...
Take it back to the 90s.
Let's spin it. It is spinning.
And it is...
Wow. Okay.
2011.
2011. I feel like we're sticking in the 2000s here.
Okay.
We haven't been in the 90s in a minute, but 2011. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
I can't wait to talk more about this year. God, 2011 was really like one of those years that I feel like we paid attention to a lot of movies. You're gonna pull up some 2011 movies real quick?
Yeah, I'm looking at them.
I'll do the same while we're sitting here chatting.
Sucker Punch.
I remember seeing that.
The Pool Boy.
Don't remember that.
Zookeeper. Green Lantern.
Oh God, I don't want to watch that.
Your Highness.
I remember seeing that in theaters.
Crazy Stupid Love.
Yeah, wow.
Bag of Bones.
The Lincoln Lawyer. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. Which one? Part 1 or 2? Part 2?
Whoa.
Scream 4 came out that year.
Whoa.
Wow, we're probably gonna go see Scream 7.
Immortals.
Bridesmaids. Cabin in the Woods.
Super 8.
Wow, love that movie. Limitless. Moneyball.
Apollo 18.
Captain America: The First Avenger.
Wow.
Pirates of the Caribbean: On Stranger Tides. Dude, X-Men: First Class came out that year. Crazy. Thor.
Really?
Wow. I've seen a lot of these movies that are coming up on this list already. In
Time.
I've seen that. It's pretty okay. Cowboys and Aliens.
Wow, I haven't thought about that movie ever.
You know what movie we're watching for movies we've already seen?
What?
We're watching that. We're watching that. That one's decided.
Cabin in the Woods.
Crazy. There's so many good movies. Horrible Bosses.
Yeah.
The Hangover Part 2. You're in that.
I was in the third one.
Oh, shit. My bad.
Sorry. You're in that.
You're in that. No, I'm not. Yeah, it's going to be a crazy year to pick a movie we haven't seen from.
Yeah.
So, come back, what, next week?
No. Yes.
Soon.
For 2011?
2011.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from now, 2011. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of BJ in the Morning. If you haven't already, please go follow us on all the social medias, mostly Instagram, at
BJ in the morning _.
And then if you want to watch us on YouTube, you can watch these videos on YouTube, full episodes, and sometimes other things on YouTube at
BJ in the morning podcast.
Or you better go subscribe. You better.
Better.
Or Bobby's going to come for you.
Or else.
Bobby Brick.
Billy Brick.
Billy Brick and Finn Wolfhard are going to write a sequel to Hell of a Summer if you don't subscribe on YouTube and like and comment and share with your friends. If you're listening on any of your favorite podcast listening apps, make sure that you are subscribed or following or liking or hearting or whatever the button is. It's different on all of them. But also leave a 5-star review because it helps us out, gets us out there for more people to listen to the show. And if you don't do it, Finn Wolfhard and Billy Brick are going to write a third movie in the series of Hell of a Summer.
Oh my God.
Who's going to be the killer in that? If it's not Bobby, I'll be pissed. But also, good job again on making a movie. It's hard. So is making a podcast. So go follow us everywhere and leave reviews so we know we're doing a good job. Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of BJ in the Morning. My name is Brendan.
And I'm Juan.
And
we'll talk to you next time.